You see all that? That's what I call a major cause of social anxiety, or at least it used to be. That's right, today's video is all about acne, which used to be one of the biggest causes of social anxiety, at least for me. So most videos out there will give you all the ways that you can get rid of your acne. This is great, and some of those tips can be very useful, but the only problem with this mentality of just get rid of all of your acne and then your problems will be solved is that it implies that if you have acne, you can't be happy and you can't be confident, and that you need to get rid of it. And the other problem is that there are so many different causes of acne. It can be due to your diet and lifestyle, based on the foods you're eating, if you drink a lot of alcohol, dairy, those types of things. Or it can be based off just genetics, going through puberty. It can be based off of external factors like touching your face or not washing your face enough. Who knows? The list goes on and on. It can be caused by just about anything. This also means that out of all the solutions out there, only some of them will help you. For example, if it's actually your diet and lifestyle that's causing your acne, but you don't know that, you might try to start washing your face more and change your pillowcases and all that stuff, but it won't work. This makes getting rid of acne a huge task. Now, I wouldn't say my acne was ever severe, but it was definitely a pretty strong moderate. In my experience, I've tried so many different ways to get rid of my acne with mixed results. I would find that I would do something for a few weeks or a few months, maybe my acne would start to look a little clearer, or my skin would look a little clearer, sorry. And then, out of nowhere, without changing anything, suddenly I'd start to break out, just get a couple of huge zits and a bunch of little ones, and just lose all hope. So this isn't exactly a typical how to get rid of acne video, because to be completely honest, I don't know how. I don't. I've tried so many different ways, and some things have worked, some haven't, and others I just don't know if they worked or not. So this is not a video based on how to get rid of acne, but rather how you deal with living with it. But before I get into that, which is the most important part of the video, by the way, you'll see later, I will go over a few tips that I've found help me. The first thing is to make sure that I wash my face twice a day. So once in the morning and once at night. And that includes when I shower. So on a normal day, I'll usually wake up, wash my face, go about my day, work out, and then shower and wash my face again in the shower. The face wash I've been using that I've found to be the most effective for me at least is called Ursa Major. You can find this on Amazon. It's a little bit pricey, but it's all natural ingredients, and I've found that it's really good for my face and also my back. But I try to stay away from benzoyl peroxide cleansers like this one here, because I've found that these tend to irritate my skin and sometimes make my acne even worse. My second tip is to make sure that you always flip and wash your pillowcases. What I mean by this is you sleep on this side one night and then flip it around. So then you're sleeping on this new fresh side, and then maybe flip it around again. Not so much with this pillow because of this thing, but on a normal pillowcase, maybe use that side and then again that side. So then you get 4 uses out of it before you have to rewash it. And this way your face is never touching the same side of the pillow more than one night in a row. Because let's say you sleep on the same side for 2 weeks without washing it, you're gonna start to build up a lot of dead skin, sweat, bacteria, all this stuff. And if you're putting your face on there for 8 hours a night, every night, that's definitely gonna not help your acne situation. And my last tip before we get on to the good stuff is to make sure that you do not pop your pimples. This is probably the most important, but also one of the hardest. This is something even I still struggle with, because when you have one of those big whiteheads, it's just like, it just looks so gross, and it's so tempting to just get rid of it so it's just a little red spot instead of being white. But honestly, all that does is it ends up causing scarring, and that's gonna make your problem way worse down the road. Like when you saw my face in the very beginning of the video, there were a few zits, but there's also like these little marks, these little red spots, things like that. Those are gonna be there for a while because that's from all the times that I'd pop my pimples. But instead, this video is more related to my video about true self-confidence, which pretty much says that it's not about winning all the time, in this case, eliminating all your acne, but it's about knowing that you'll be fine whether you win or lose. So knowing that you'll still be confident and happy whether you have acne or not. It also relates to my most recent video, which is about how life is not about what happens to us, but it's about how we react to it. So in this case, it's not about whether or not we get acne, it's about what we do if we do get acne and not letting it affect our confidence or our happiness. See how it all ties together? Now, I'm not saying that you should give up your battle with acne entirely. If acne is something that affects your mood and your confidence, which it did for me for very long and still does to an extent, It's something that you should probably take care of. It's something that you should take actions to try to get rid of. But that's not always possible. You may find that you do everything in your power and it doesn't work, or sometimes even gets worse. So if that's the case, you can't let it bring down your mood and bring down your confidence and your self-esteem, because it's totally unpredictable. You can't have your confidence be based on whether or not you have acne, because you could just break out like crazy before some next big event, and then you're just gonna feel like crap. Just think about it this way. You can either be that person who has acne but is shy and insecure and doesn't really talk to anyone, maybe even seems sad or not having fun because they have acne and they don't know what to do about it. Or you could be that person that, despite having acne, is still confident, still goes out and talks to people, has a good time, and doesn't seem to care what other people think. I mean, which one would you rather be? Which one sounds more fun and which one looks cooler? I would even argue that you could come off as more confident if you can be more confident despite having acne, rather than just not having acne and still being confident, because that's a lot easier. It's a lot harder to be confident when you have acne. So if you can, you're gonna look super confident. Now, it may sound a little idealistic, but it can be learned. I've learned it recently myself. I used to worry so much about my acne because I cared so much what people thought of me. But recently, I've stopped caring so much. Sometimes I'll even go out and I'll forget that I have a massive zit right on my face. Like even just this weekend, a couple days ago, I went to a big music festival, EDC Orlando, and on the third day, I had this huge zit right here. You can still kind of see it. But at the time, it was still a big whitehead. I didn't pop it because I know that's really bad, but I still went to the festival anyway. I had seen it in the mirror in the morning and I was just like, oh man, that sucks. Well, whatever. And then I went out and started talking to my friends and drinking, went to the festival, was so excited to go there and dance and have a good time. I totally forgot about it and it didn't affect my mood whatsoever. And here's the really cool thing. By not caring so much about your acne, you may even reduce it. Let me tell you a story. About 1.5 years ago, my acne started getting way worse. And then I started obsessively researching it, and all my free time literally just went to researching how to get rid of acne, and I obsessed over it. And not only did it not get any better with everything I was trying, it was actually getting worse, to the point where I almost kind of gave up and just stopped caring. And then only after that point is when it started to go away. And I really believe that it's because I stopped stressing so much about it, because stress is one of the major causes. So that just about wraps it up for my controversial view on acne. I hope that this helps you not only learn how to get rid of it, but also how to live with it if you can't figure out how to get rid of it. So if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and click the little bell so you get notified every time I drop a new video every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Now go out there and forget about your acne. Even if you have 10 crazy zits on your face, just forget about it and just go have fun and live your life anyway. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.